Hi guys, back to defending Elvis. Had a quick shave. I don't have a deep shave. I just sort of a little bit. Brush my hair a bit. Have a clean up. Put my chain on. Of course, Carolyn gave me this. It's a bit chilly, so I just thought chuck the leather jacket on. So welcome to defending Elvis, Team Elvis. How are you this morning? Butter coffee. It's funny because we've been talking about the trolls. Part 1 was all about the trolls. Shall I show you a hilarious let's see if I can get it up. Now guys, some of you might think, oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it? But I tell you what, the behavior that I've had from these people, from these trolls that have now started insulting my family, including my wife and even my kids. Tina's with me, by the way. Defending Elvis exposes Humpty Dumpty troll. So if you want to know what that's all about, let's have a look. Let me just bring it over. If you want to know what that's all about, go and watch part 1 that I did this morning. I watched a absolutely disgusting video that was attacking me and Donna and our right to defend. And then you have the sort of 10 stalker troll fake Elvis fans, the most horrible people, joining in with this group hate, and I'm not having it anymore. So I did not only have I done a video this morning, I also have reported that video and applied for a copyright strike, more than one actually. I'm gonna try. I've done one so far. I'm gonna do another in a minute. Yeah, 1,000, mate. I'm going to do another one as well. That I'm going to go through that channel, and if I can, they are going to have 3 strikes. But at the moment, they're lucky. 1. Now, the usual thing when these hater channels attack someone in the most vile way that they did, including in their comment section. I'm not going to name the channel. It's Humpty Dumpty and the haters that group together. Yeah. He seems to have a bit of a crush on the tea lady, which is really funny. Loves sucking up to the tea lady. I find that hilarious. Yeah. And I've just crossed the line now. You know, I've tried to go through a phase of come on, you know, don't mention them, don't give them a reaction, you know, that. I don't want to do it anymore. Shall I tell you what? Let me explain to you why just quickly before we go on to our topic. I've done that. I've done the whole, yeah, you know, come on, let's move on. Let's not react. Let's ignore them. I've done all that. It's not working. They actually get worse. They've got worse. Obviously, we've had the recent thing with the researchers where we were double-cross backstabbed with this secret chat. And then we've had this horrible assault coming from Danny, and then now this disgusting video that is attacking Donna, literally treating Donna Presley as if she isn't Elvis's cousin. Like, she's a fake, she's a liar, she's a fraud, saying the most disgusting things about her and me and other people that I talk with, that are just blatantly not true, not correct. Yeah, digging up things from the past that are just bullshit that comes from haters, from fake Elvis fans, trying to bully and pick on poor Donna Presley. I'm not having it. So from now on, it's a free-for-all, guys. You want to come after me, insult me or Donna or the people that I align myself with, or the people that align themselves with me. Right, no rude word. Do you want to come say hello? Tina, you want to come say hello? Tina's excited. Going to Puxton Park today, mate. They're going to the Animal Farm place today. They're in the lounge watching Love Island. Do any of you guys watch Love Island? I can't watch it. My wife absolutely loves it. I can't watch it. Yeah. So anyway, you're now going to have to deal with me now. All of you trolls, stalkers, following me around. You're going to have to deal with Louis now. I'm not just letting it go by anymore. Yeah. Now, I won't name the channels because I don't want to give them any extra followers or subscribers or views, so I won't name the channels, but everyone knows what I'm talking about, don't they? So that video is, I think it was nearly a 3-hour video. Let me just double check. Now, I am expecting the minute that person wakes up and realizes what's happened, I'm not sure when that person will be notified that I've applied for a copyright takedown. Just in case you don't know, the reason I'm allowed to do a copyright takedown is because that Humpty Dumpty fake Elvis fan, the one who's full of hate with a black heart, a real nasty piece of work, who attacked me and my family, said the most disgusting things about me and my children. That person, who's a real bad liar, yeah, really seriously lies, yeah. That person got my voice from my video. It was my Marlowe's video that discusses that Colin Paul was part of. He joined us live, didn't he, Colin Paul, the entertainer? And he used my words talking about a few things. Donna, Colin chatting with us. And first of all, he says that it was all an act and it was fake and it wasn't real, which is bullshit. It actually happened. Donna did join our channel and do a live chat. It was 100% genuine. He calls it fake because he's a jealous fake Elvis troll. And even my chat with Colin did join our chat. It was a live chat. He joined it. It's all there in black and white. Just look at the comments, yeah? But from that video, he's picked out things that I said. He's tried to alter my voice, added an echo, speeded it up a little bit to try and get past copyright infringement rules. It won't work. It won't work. If you use my voice and my words from my video, no matter how you speed it up, alter it, twist it, you will get striked. The only way you're going to avoid a strike is if you delete it. But do you know what? Don't delete it. Get your strike. I'm going to try and get a couple more thrown in there. My guess is that you've already got at least one other strike. So if I can find another strike, you'll have 3 strikes, which means you'll be given 7 days notice of closure. You're going to miss your channel. 7 days. So my advice to you is, Mr. Hater, Mr. Priscilla fan, who has been upset with me for 17 months because I dared disagree with your ass-kissing Priscilla views. You need to get me out of your head. I know you're a stalker. I know you dream about me. I know you think about me constantly. But your days are numbered, mate. Your days are numbered. You've always underestimated me. So I hope you have, when you wake up in the morning and you see all my emails and my copyright takedown strike, and I know what you're going to do. You're going to rush to your computer and go, oh my God, please don't delete my YouTube channel, YouTube, because I love it. I live for it. It's the only thing that makes me not a zero. Because let's face it, without your little bit of YouTube attention that you get from your haters, your 10 little haters that follow it. By the way, your YouTube channel now is pretty pathetic. You get a pathetic amount of views. Almost nobody joins your lives now. The only people that are left on your lives now are the people I have blocked because they are haters. You have a lovely group of haters now on your lives, and there's less than 10. It's pathetic. No one watches you. No one knows who you are. You will never mix with the people that we mix with at Team Elvis. You're a zero, yeah? And I know I come across harsh, but come on, guys. These guys have been picking on me for 17 months. But think about it. They're saying the most disgusting things about my kids and my wife. They're insulting Donna Presley to the max. To the max. The way that they speak about Elvis's first cousin, Donna Presley, is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. And P.S. I have asked Donna and Karen to apply for copyright strikes towards Humpty Dumpty's video. Also, I've said to them they need to apply to YouTube's legal department for defamation, slander as well, because the things that Humpty Dumpty is saying about Donna and her past and her book, etc., is defamation and slander. So you put yourself in a position of legal action. I have also served cease and desists on these people, including the troll followers. You troll followers that follow that person around, Humpty Dumpty. There's only less than 10 of you. You're all putting yourselves in a position of legal problems coming from me and Donna. So you need to rein it in and bring the hate back. Just because you've got miserable, unhappy lives and you want to vent it out on YouTube, don't take it out on Louis the Defender, who just defends Elvis. Don't take it out on poor Donna Presley. Everything I did in that video, everything I said in that video, the Marlowe's video that says about Riley Keough, was genuine. I did have someone from Gracelands tell me that someone that was actually there that Riley is going to be at the 50th celebration. That's it, whether you like it or not. And Donna did join my live, and we did a live question and answer to Elvis fans from Elvis's first cousin, Donna Presley, live. It happened. It wasn't pretend. It was the real deal. And I think it's probably the first time in history that a fan live on a YouTube channel has been answering Elvis fan questions. Elvis's first cousin, Donna Presley, live. Even that person even said, the Humpty Dumpty troll even said, yes, I acknowledge that she is the real deal, that she is Elvis's first cousin. And then that Humpty Dumpty person went on to trash Donna and me and other people for 3 hours with the haters, the group of spiders, the group of trolls that grouped together to hate on poor Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin. Shame on you. They even discussed my wife. Come on, man. Their comments are disgusting. Right, I've said enough. I want to get on to the topic. Let me put some more water in this. Right. Okay. I got myself a butter coffee. So, guys, my new nickname from the trolls is Butter Coffee. Butter Coffee, that's a good nickname. I like the nickname. Butter Coffee will help you lose weight, guys. It keeps you full. I'd rather be called Butter Coffee than Humpty Dumpty. What a great picture. The funny thing is that picture actually does look exactly like our hater, our troll, our fake Elvis fan. So, right, let's go back to Facebook. Now, I know it comes across a bit cruel, guys, but these people are talking about my wife and kids. I'll just read one comment so that you understand just how disgusting it is. Let's have a look. Let me get the Facebook, because I've got a nice Facebook post to go through with you guys. Right, Tina, just turn it down a bit, please. Right. I'm going to quickly read one comment for you. Then we're going to do this. So this imagine if post I did on Facebook took me a while to put together. I did have some help from AI because it was, but guys, it bloody took ages to put this together how I wanted it. Yeah. Remember, with AI, yes, it will help you quickly put it together in letter form, but it won't. But the ingredients of AI is me. It's very much me, this write-up. So I will ad-lib it as we read it out. But let me just read out this, just to show you the severity of the type of things that are being said on the hate channel and the 10 little hate followers, who I have named, by the way. Let me get it up. I'm gonna. Let's see. He's probably not awake yet, but when he wakes up, ooh, it's gonna be interesting, right? So you cannot get someone's voice and alter it and get away with copyright rules. Nah, you're gonna get a strike. So the most vile comment, there was a lot of vile comments on there, but the most vile one was the one that discussed my poor wife. Let's have a look, see if I can read it. Let's have a look. Hang on. Where are we? There's one. They're all disgusting, but one was really bad. Right. Let me get my other phone because I've got it stored on there. I've downloaded the video as well. Just so you know, guys, I've downloaded the video as well. All 3 hours of it. Oh, I've had a fun morning. Right, let me just find that one comment. I have posted it on my Facebook as well if you want to see it. No, everything I say is done under freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. My right of the First Amendment. Now, I know I'm in England, so when I bring up the First Amendment, I know it's an American thing, but I am talking to Americans. Yes, I'm in England. I have different rights in England. But when I bring up the First Amendment, freedom of speech, in America, because I'm speaking to Americans, it does count. It does count. Yeah. So, right. Freedom of speech, baby. Freedom of speech. Fair use law. And I'm a bloody expert on it. Right, where is it? Thing is, I bloody store so many things. Don't know where to start. Right, I don't think it's on that phone. It's definitely on my Facebook, but I don't want to mess things up. I've got everything nice and set up. Don't want to mess it up. Right, is that the one? 1 second. I'll tell you now, you're going to be horrified. This is how disgusting these people are. It's funny they call me butter coffee. I actually quite like butter coffee. Leslie Cook is so disgusting. Her comments are revolting. But let's talk about, yes, so Elvis fan 7. You're an Elvis fan, but you trash Donna Presley, Elvis' first cousin. What you really are is a fake Elvis fan. You should change the name of your channel. Instead of Elvis fan 7, it should be fake Elvis fan 7. Be good at that. Donna Pritchett aligned herself with Louis, who puts her on a pedestal. Anything else that includes his family, he would probably leave his wife of 21 years for Donna Presley. That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever read. I would leave my wife, who I have 5 children with, and I've been with for 21 years, near enough, for Donna Presley. What a disgusting person you are. Fake Elvis fan 7. Elvis fan 7. Shame on you. Absolutely disgusting. But there's many other disgusting comments there as well, guys. This is how low these people can be. The problem with fake Elvis fans and trolls, they are full of anger and hate, yeah? So they will say the most disgusting things. Even my children have been brought into this. I've had the most disgusting email sent to me by Humpty Dumpty saying the most disgusting things about me and my children. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine someone messaging you saying the most disgusting things about you and your children? Me as a father. Absolutely shocking. I don't know how these people sleep at night. I know I'm going on a bit, guys, but they definitely crossed the line today. They crossed the line. They what? Right, okay, I just warmed up the coffee. Anyway, I need to get on topic. I'm waffling. So yes, I'm a defending Elvis channel, but I'm also a defending Louis and defending Donna Presley and defending Team Elvis. I will defend Team Elvis as well, because a lot of these attacks are against my group as well. These hateful trolls, stalkers that have been stalking me for over a year, who are obsessed with me, literally dream about me, probably got a picture of me and take it to bed with them. I'm fed up with them. Hateful little stalkers who are obsessed with watching every show I do. They literally watch every show I do. They know everything I've said, everything. When I listen to them talking or messaging, commenting, they know everything I've done and said every day of my life. Cuckoo! Right. Cuckoo! Right, let's get this post up. So we've had this problem. So we're going to be here a little while, guys. We've had this problem. Yeah, we're already 20 minutes in. We've had this problem with, this two-faced Facebook Messenger account that was set up to try and turn people against Donna Presley, who is Elvis's first cousin, and against my group defending Elvis and me, Louis. Okay? Then we've led on to other problems. Recently, we had the thing with Danny, who screaming his head off. Elvis doesn't need defending, trying to stick up for Linda Thompson where he should have been sticking up for Elvis, which he didn't. He prefers to stick up for Linda. So we've had quite a few problems. It got me thinking about the amount of wrongdoing towards Elvis. And I started thinking, it was all going through my mind. There's so much wrongdoing that's happened from so many of the people closest to Elvis, not just the Smiths, a lot of people, ex-wife, Memphis Mafia, obviously the Smiths, the Stanleys, and many other people, friends, you name it, they've double-crossed and backstabbed Elvis. Elvis trusted these people so much. So I thought, this can only happen to Elvis. Only Elvis could have gone through this as the most famous man on the planet. Yeah. I can't think of anyone else this has happened to. Yeah. Yeah, we got the tell-all stories that happen now and then with people, but how many people that do tell-all stories, how many of them does it come from close family, close friends, people that worked for you, people that are, stepbrothers, cousins, ex-wife, ex-girlfriends. It's just endless. Recently, we've had this situation with Linda Thompson. Now, please know I'm not against Linda, but I'm against her bringing up trash about Elvis when, come on, guys, people are bored of all the drug talk now, aren't they? Yeah? Especially at an Aloha celebration. So I just started thinking, this is just literally like, it's almost unbelievable that the amount of double crossing that has gone on with Elvis, the amount. So I just thought I'm going to try and make a Facebook post that sort of tries to get you guys to understand my point. I did have a bit of help as well, but it was me. What I did, I put in the ingredients. I said exactly how I feel about the mistreatment of Elvis by the people closest to him, the people who he trusted the most. Yeah. And we come up with this. So I'm going to ad-lib a little bit. So Elvis cannot defend himself. Imagine if. So then we go, I did try and make sure that anything that I say, we can back up. I don't like hearsay. I like, this was said, bang. That was said, bang. This is the proof, bang. We're not just doing hearsay here. We're not repeating rumors and Chinese whispers. This is the problem with the Elvis community. There's too much rumors going on, too much hearsay, Chinese whispers, repeated things that are not true. Okay? So just try and keep it truthful. So we have a disclaimer there, freedom of speech, everything I say is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. Okay? Right. Let's have a look. I'll just read it from the beginning and then we'll start adding, okay? So this post is not me agreeing with the ugly things people that have said about Elvis Presley. It's the opposite. This is a catalogue of common negative claims that have been put into books, interviews, documentaries, press pieces. Often our Elvis could no longer reply. I'm sharing this to make a point. Yeah. So we are going to bring up many of the lies, the bullshit, the disgusting things that are said about poor Elvis, that, in my opinion, almost all of them untrue. Yes, Elvis was human. Yes, he made mistakes. We're fully aware of that. So, right. So imagine if the most famous man in the world dies and everyone is trashing him, even his closest confidants, friends, family, acquaintances, ex-girlfriends, ex-wife. That is the thing. The thing is, we say imagine if, but it actually happened. It actually happened. That is my point. The imagine if happened. This is my problem. This is the point of this post. Well, here it actually becomes a reality. Because once a man dies, he loses the one thing every human deserves, the right to defend himself. And I keep saying this. The minute Elvis died, there was nothing he could do. There was no defending himself, challenging these people, standing up to these people, giving his side of the story. These people had a free-for-all to say whatever they wanted. They had a green light. No matter who they were, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, Memphis Mafia, Smith, Stanleys, you name it. No one's going to challenge them, disagree with them, and they even made money while they were doing it. They even made money and got some fame, got celebrity status, and had their asses kissed. Many of these people have their asses kissed, especially Priscilla, because it's the next best thing to knowing Elvis. Elvis is the only person that has this effect where if you knew him even briefly, you get a lot of attention. People will even give you money for attention, whether it be Priscilla, the Smiths, the Stanleys. Look at David Stanley now. He's honoured at Westgate. David Stanley is one of the worst trashers of Elvis's life ever. Said the most disgusting things about him. Even said he committed suicide on the day of his death in front of his daughter. Shocking. But he gets his ass kissed at Westgate. He's a resident there. Even Elvis fans kiss his ass. Even Linda Thompson. Get it? It doesn't make sense. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes. It's not a fact. It's an opinion sharing discussion program on YouTube. But it's the truth. That's what's going on. Yeah? Many people that trash Elvis, even with the Smiths, they're getting their asses kissed. Even though it's clear what has gone on. The books, the documentaries, the biographies, the tablets, it's all very clear that these people trashed Elvis for cash and double-crossed him. Very clear. This only happens to Elvis. To this degree, this level of double-crossing. It's mass double-crossing. Everyone around Elvis. Very few were loyal. There were loyal ones, but not enough. Imagine if the most famous man in the world dies, and then over the next 50 years, people who stood near him begin telling their stories, private stories, painful stories, sometimes sensational stories, and the public accepts them as truth, and simply because they were printed in books, whether it was in biographies, documentaries, tabloids, magazines, you name it. This is what happened. And it has been, but the general public, in general, treat it as truth. They treat it as truth, like it actually happened. Elvis's image, reputation has been wrecked. And it's almost impossible to repair and undo the damage of the last 50 years of double cross, of bullshit, of lies, of sensationalism. Many of the things, if some of the things have been exaggerated and twisted, few of them, if they're true, should have been kept private. Private means private, and this is the problem. Elvis would never have wanted his private life laid to bare for entertainment for the world to enjoy. Some very personal details. Some of these details embarrassing, demeaning, and take away his dignity. We know how much Lisa Marie cared about Elvis's dignity. Yeah, she's made it very clear. All of the trashing was done in front of Lisa Marie when she was alive for decades. Could you imagine the harm, the damage that did to poor Lisa Marie? Right, so this is our problem. How do we tell the general public that a lot of what you've been told is either not true or should have been kept private? Yeah. So how would all of these people feel if we shared their private lives, their problem with drugs, alcoholism, etc.? Yeah, how would they feel if we shared their private lives to the world for entertainment, for cash? All of this happened in front of his daughter. That's what makes it more shocking. Paul and Marie. Let me shut that door, guys. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be quite long, guys. We're half an hour in. Let's see if we can do it within an hour. I hope. Um, so, what type of negative claims have been put out there? So, I'm going to have to say what they are. But the point of me bringing them up is to disprove them and say it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Right. Here's the honest reality across memoirs, media coverage, and the same themes come up again and again. They are nearly always framed in the most damaging way possible. So it was in the interest of all of these people to exaggerate the horrible stuff. The chicken in the soup story. We've recently had the Elvis smoked pot for his glaucoma bullshit. We all know about this. Most of us now know about the very disgusting things in this book. Billy Smith, Lamar fight, Marty Lacker, Priscilla's reinvention of history, rewriting of history. We could go on and on, couldn't we? Pretty horrible things by close friends and family, okay? So, this is our problem, is that everything is treated as truth. What type of negative claims have been put out there? Here's the honest reality that we came across memoirs, media coverage, and the same came up again and again. They are new, always framed. Yes, so the point that it's saying is that it's all sensationalized to sell more copies, more tabloids, more books, more views on TV. Because don't forget, a lot of this stuff was done on TV, in biographies, documentaries, interviews, news interviews. Yeah, so it's all been twisted and exaggerated. So one of the things they keep saying about is that Elvis was addicted and pills. Yeah. Now we have done a lot of shows on this program explaining just how sick Elvis was, just how many different medical problems Elvis had, including chronic insomnia, chronic colon problems, chronic health problems, and his body was just letting him down. But this was towards the end of his life. Okay, most of Elvis's life he was in great condition. Okay, so this is one of the most repeated narratives that Elvis' life became dominated by prescription medication, dependency, decline, chaos, and often described as darkness in accounts from people who lived around him. Now, the problem we have is that when these stories are being told, they don't explain in detail just how sick Elvis was. There's some good books now. Yeah, Dr. Forrest Tennant's book, even Sally Hoddle's book, Destined to Die Young. At least it defends Elvis and shows the world that Elvis was bloody sick. Yeah. So Linda Thompson, often framed as loving him, but then she has to go down into the whole, the spiral downwards of discussing his drug addiction without properly explaining to him, to the world, just how sick he was. Yeah, and that he just literally couldn't sleep, was massively overworked. His body was literally letting him down. He was desperate to fix himself, and he was in a lot of pain. Yeah. So Elvis was unfaithful. Here's the next thing that people keep saying. The thing I keep saying is that we don't know. Yeah, Elvis was unfaithful, okay? But so was the partner. So was Priscilla, and other people have been unfaithful to Elvis, okay? We don't know what went on day to day, what led Elvis to be unfaithful. We don't know who was unfaithful first. I've been told that Elvis was that Priscilla was the first one to be unfaithful after the engagement. Remember, they got engaged December 66. I do accept that Elvis lived as a single man until they got engaged. Okay, I accept that. But once they get engaged, Elvis takes it seriously. Through the marriage, remember, Priscilla got pregnant almost immediately. I believe Elvis was faithful through the marriage. Then Priscilla is unfaithful within a year of the marriage, even when she has a new baby. You get it? But Elvis is blamed. This is the bit that the public don't really know. They haven't done their research. It's a possibility, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, not a fact, that Priscilla was the first one to be unfaithful once they got married. Okay? even when the baby was a newborn baby, Priscilla's allegedly seeing Mark, who is Steve Peck, allegedly. She admits it on page 262 of this book. So she goes into detail how she was thinking about this character, Mark, Steve Peck, whilst with the baby, whilst with Elvis at home. Unbelievable, especially because it was Elvis. And the guy she was secretly seeing was not good looking. He was an older dance instructor. Okay. And that is actually been proved. She's admitted it. She calls him Mark, but come on, guys. The world knows it was Steve Peck, allegedly. So then we've got Tina, just have a look. Where are we? So the unfaithfulness is not straightforward, guys. There's more to it. You've got to break it down month by month, week by week, and that's with all women. That includes Linda Thompson. Break it down and understand. Was Linda Thompson unfaithful? You know, allegedly. We have to understand there's more to it. Right. So was Elvis controlling, jealous and prone to rages? You know, people give their account of Elvis's temper and that Elvis was controlling. But hang on a minute, guys. What if the women were controlling? What if the women had a temper? What if the women did things that were very difficult? What if the women put Elvis through hell? Were very difficult to be with? We have to see both sides of the story. Everything is blamed on Elvis, and it's not fair. It's not fair. And everyone has a temper, don't they? Everyone argues with their partner. Yeah. So everyone, you know, all relationships have good and bad days. Why is everything blamed on Elvis? This is my point. Right, let's have a look. So yes, stories are exaggerated for shock value. They sell more books and more tabloids, and more people watch the documentaries. Some of these interviewers that interviewed Priscilla, for example, in the 80s, they want it sensationalized so they become more famous. They get more views. I need to finish. I got like 10 minutes. Right. So the Memphis Mafia Inner Circle. Let's have a look. One of the biggest turning points was the era of the tell-all narratives. We know that in the 90s, come on, guys, there was a massive trash for cash grab, wasn't there? There was a big, right, let's say everything, let's exaggerate it, let's the more interesting, the more shocking, the more horrible, the more chance of better sales. This is where you get these ridiculous books. This book actually says the most disgusting things, but it also says that Elvis faked his death. Elvis's cousin says Elvis faked his death, switched his body. Come on. Shock value to sell more books, to make more money, trash for cash. Get it? This is where it all just gets ridiculous. And remember, through all of this, Elvis can't defend himself. Can't do nothing. He's not with us. He's dead. Once he died, the green light, say what you want. No one's going to stop you. No one's going to challenge you. Even the interviewers. No one challenged these people because Elvis is dead. They can say what they want. This has probably been the biggest problem. If Elvis was here, would he have allowed any of it? I repeat, if Elvis was here, would he have allowed any of it? Of course not. Of course not. So imagine if the people closest to you, the ones who benefited from you and your generosity, later became some of the loudest voices in shaping your public downfall. And you can't stand up for yourself. Imagine if. Elvis, imagine if the people closest to you, the people you were nicest to, generous to, kindest to, you paid for everything. You paid for their medical expenses, their family expenses, their children's education. You gave them amazing lives, dream lives. Imagine if they are the reason for your reputation's downfall, for your image and reputation being wrecked. It's the people you were nicest to, the people you were kindest to, the people you were generous to, the people you gave dream lives. It happened. Instead of saying, imagine if, it happened. This is the shame of all of it. Everything we're imagining did happen. Did happen to the most famous man on the planet. So Elvis can't sue these people. Elvis can't get them for defamation, slander. These people can do what they want, say what they want. No repercussions, no consequences, just making money, having their asses kissed. Let's face it, guys, all these people get their asses kissed, don't they? The Smiths, it's unbelievable just how many thousands and thousands of people kiss the Smiths' ass, even though they did trash Elvis. They did double cross him and backstab him in books, biographies, documentaries, etc. Tabloid. They get treated like the new Elvis.
Hello.
Shocking. Shocking. So that, and Elvis can't sue any of these people. I think if Elvis was alive now, he'd have to sue about 100 people. He can't sue any of these people. He's not alive. They can do what they want. It's a free for all. The only people that can stand up for Elvis now are the fans, the people that truly loved him, the loyal people, the ones that are still living, that are still loyal. There's not many. Donna Presley is the standout loyal family member, and she is being attacked for defending her family, for defending Elvis. We run a Defending Elvis channel. We are attacked daily, constantly, for defending Elvis and standing up for him. Doesn't make sense, does it? That Elvis fans, Elvis family, Elvis channels are attacking us for defending Elvis. All we do is defend Elvis. All Donna Presley does is defend Elvis. They call Donna a fake, but she's a genuine blood first cousin. How do you feel about your first cousin? Get it? They dismiss her. They use the most feeble excuses to discredit her. You'll never change who she is. We all love our cousins, don't we? So, what we do here at Defending Elvis, we're trying to set the record straight, guys. We're just trying to fix that reputation. Yeah, we're trying to undo the damage. We're trying to do what we can as fans, ready for the new generation coming, the younger generation, the new fans. So as we stand here, an Epic is about to be launched in England. It's on the 27th of February. It's being launched. So obviously I want to go and watch it. Actually, my wife just walked in the room. You know that they found some long lost footage of Elvis, yeah, in some salt mines, yeah, from 50 years ago. They've made a new movie, and it's got his interviews and him talking as well, Elvis, yeah, and it's being released in England in a few weeks. Yeah, isn't that amazing? 50 years later, they found all this footage, thousands of hours of footage. We're going to watch it, you and me.
You have the time.
Thanks. So so we have, you know, the dawn of Epic. Obviously, already I'm going to start doing some reaction reviews to Epic, to the people that have seen it. Quite a few people I know have watched it now. It's pretty obvious it's going to change the world concerning Elvis. It's the number one, the best defending thing that ever could have happened to Elvis is us seeing the real Elvis and his own words talking and interviews from Elvis that have never been seen before. You know, newly discovered by Baz, and I think Joel Weishenko was involved. That's the number one way to defend Elvis. And I think it's going to quieten a lot of these people where Elvis has had no voice for over 50 years. I think Epic is going to give him back his voice. I'm really hoping that once everyone sees Epic, we will be able to laugh at all these people that have been trashing Elvis and bringing up his drugs and all the rest of it, his prescription medication, forgetting to let us know the true depth of his health problems towards the end of his life. So Epic's coming, guys. We all got to get behind it, promote it, push it, and it's the number one way to defend. Yeah, and it goes against all of this, Elvis is dead. We can do what we want, even if we say even if we're family, even if we're ex-partners, ex-wife, ex-friends, Memphis Mafia, call it what you want. Yeah. Epic's going to shut all these people up, and it's going to bring in a whole new wave of fans. It's so obvious. The Austin Butler film, Baz Luhrmann's film, brought in tens of thousands of new fans, and I think Epic is going to do the same. So I think there's a new beginning dawning with Epic, yeah? So we stand with Epic. We stand with Donna Presley, Elvis' first cousin, and we move forward. And these people that have been, these fake Elvis fans that have been hero worshipping the Smiths, the Stanleys, Priscilla, are in for a wake-up call. Are in for a wake-up call, because the truth is coming. These people all need to own it and apologize for their behavior, apologize for their backstabbing, double-crossing behavior, apologize for sharing Elvis's private details that he would never have wanted shared. His daughter was in shock with how disgustingly many of these people treated him. So epic is the way forward for the truth, so that we can clear Elvis's name and let the world know just how amazing he was, what a good-hearted, decent human being he was. So I think I've made my point. I've got no hate for these people, but I will discuss it. I won't bury it. I won't act like it never happened. This is the other thing that's happening. People want to forget how Elvis has been double-crossed. I won't. I will bring it up and discuss it, because he needs to be defended. It needs to be brought out that a lot of the things said about him were just not true. A lot of things said about him just should have been kept private. Who shares their personal private details to the world? Who does that? But it happened to Elvis again and again and again. He is the only celebrity that his private life has been shared to the extent of this. Yes, there's other celebrities where we get private details shared, but not like Elvis. With Elvis, it's literally everyone that met him. There's a few loyal people, a few, not enough. And that is our job, defending Elvis. We stand up for Elvis. So, as I said, Elvis can't sue these people, but he should. Elvis can't sue for defamation and slander, but he should. Yeah? And this is why these people get away with it. We want to try and correct the record. We want to try and reset the record and defend Elvis. Many things that were said were lies, didn't happen, have been twisted, exaggerated, and sensationalized. They get repeated again and again in different books, different biographies. Obviously, it's all over social media now. It's all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. Everything has been altered and adjusted in a trashy way that makes Elvis look bad, that damages his reputation. This is why I was annoyed at Linda, because saying that Elvis smoked pot to ease his eye pain, even though I don't believe it, by the way, just added to damaging Elvis's reputation when it concerns drugs. If I was a 20-year-old person and I heard Linda Thompson in Westgate on a stage talking to thousands of people saying Elvis smoked pot to ease his pain, I think, oh yeah, he's a druggie. Yeah? This is why I was so upset about it. Then you got Danny Smith having a go at me on his channel, Memphis Mafia Kid, for defending Elvis. And instead of defending Elvis, instead of Danny Smith defending Elvis, he defends Linda Thompson. The world's upside down. Danny Smith should be defending Elvis, not standing up for the person that trashed him in front of thousands of people days ago in 2026. Now, I like Linda, but she should not have done it. All she had to do was talk about positive stuff concerning Aloha. They were celebrating Aloha. That is why I was so upset. But then I was attacked by Danny Smith. And then I was attacked by his followers. Danny Smith's followers in his YouTube channel, Memphis Mafia Kid, attacked me in the most disgusting way in dozens of comments. Just because I stood up for Elvis. I said it's out of order saying that he was smoking pot at an Aloha 73 celebration at Westgate, the International. Yeah, it's just absolutely no need for it. Linda Thompson, absolutely no need for it. Yeah, it's old news. The drug talk is old news. Yeah, Elvis deserves better. He was so good to you. So good to you. I'm not against Linda. I like Linda. But she needs to redo her act. So let's stop talking about stuff that people are fed up with hearing. Drug talk. Yeah, the problem is so much has been said over the last 50 years. It's become fact. And that is not fair. It is not fact. A lot of the stuff has been altered and just isn't true. Has been exaggerated. And the big word, sensationalized, to sell more books, to get more money. These people were all paid money to trash Elvis, trash for cash. A lot of these things have never been proven, never. So imagine Lisa Marie having to go through it and listen to all this. Part of the time that all this was coming out, she was just a child. They reduce him with the ugliest rumors. The most ugly things are said about poor Elvis. And it becomes rumor, it becomes gossip. It is repeated again and again in front of Lisa Marie. Absolutely disgusting. And this is why we run a Defending Elvis channel. This is why we expect Elvis's family, relatives, ex-wife, ex-girlfriends, ex-friends to not discuss these things. Epic is coming. Everything is changing. This is the way we're moving. We're not trying to whitewash Elvis. We're not trying to say that he didn't make mistakes. He wasn't human. We're not trying to make Elvis out to be a god. We're trying to say enough is enough. The trashing needs to stop. Let's honor Elvis. This is what we're trying to say. And why are we sharing his personal private details that he would never want shared? Nobody would want their personal private details shared. Ever. Many of these people made many mistakes, lived very troublesome lives. Yeah. Drugs, alcohol, violence, you know, many things. Would they want it shared to the world for money, for cash, in books, biographies, on YouTube? Of course not. But why is it okay to do it to their relative or friend, Elvis? Not okay. It's a backstab, it's a double cross, and with one in particular, it's a breaking of a pledge made, which makes it even worse to me. Now, sometimes I wonder, what are these people doing? Are they doing it because they're bitter? Do they have revenge? Were they jealous of Elvis? Is there secret resentment? I always wonder, why are these people, in the last 50 years, did they say these things again and again? Did they secretly hate Elvis? Did they secretly want to be Elvis? Guys, honestly, I still don't understand why these people were so cruel to Elvis. People that supposedly loved him. Supposedly loved him. Donna Presley loved Elvis to bits. And in 2026, she lived the life. She was there. She's a genuine first cousin. So was her parents. All right, I'm nearly finished now, mate. So the people that truly loved Elvis in the right way will not double cross him. Okay, I finished now. Let me just say, Tina, let me just say goodbye to everyone. Then I'm going to make you something, okay? Come on, the most ridiculous things were said about him. These family members even said Elvis switched his body and faked his death. Come on. How many millions of people believed it? How much damage did that do? It was in tabloids and books. It was shared around the world, and it was shared by Elvis's cousin Billy and Marty Lacker. It's absolutely ridiculous. Elvis has been defined by the worst moments, no, by the worst things that have been said about him. Isn't that true? Yes, of course, his legend it will always be, will not need defending. Elvis's beautiful voice and how he looked and his legend doesn't need defending. But Elvis, the human being, bloody right, he needs defending. Yeah? Elvis has been defined by these trash stories. If you speak to anyone in the street about Elvis, they come out with the trash. He's a pedo. He was violent. He's a rapist. He was multiple. The marriage was broken up because of him, because he's a druggie, because all he cared about was shagging different women. There's all of it bullshit. There was so much more to Elvis than the fact that he would chat up a woman. Yeah, Elvis was probably the most talented man ever born, and took his talent very seriously and honed his talent. Spent millions of hours rehearsing and practicing and getting things right. That's Elvis, a Christian man who loved being a Christian, lived for being a Christian, who prayed every day, took the Bible with him every day of his life for his whole life, who helped everyone he knew. Elvis was born to give, born to share. Elvis shared. He didn't keep money for himself. All of Elvis's money was for everyone else. Elvis didn't want it for himself. He just gave it all away. That's Elvis. The amount that he did for charity is unbelievable. I think one of the kindest, most generous human beings, decent human beings that ever lived, and the world doesn't know it. And that's our job. That's what Donna Presley is trying to do. The trashy relatives and ex-girlfriends and ex-friends and Memphis Mafia, not all of them, a lot of them, have done no good for Elvis. Have done no good. They've wrecked and ruined his reputation. So we step in and do what we can to defend him. Of course, Epic's coming. So fingers crossed it will make a big difference. We are going to do some Epic reviews, okay, guys? So let's have a look. So yes, he's been defined by bullshit, by crap. It's so wrong. I've always said Elvis was human. I don't make him out to be a god. I know he made mistakes, but everything wasn't his fault. These people try to act as if everything was Elvis's fault. Anything that went wrong was Elvis's fault. No matter what we're talking about, whether we're talking about them blaming Elvis for this book, or if we're talking about the disgusting things the Memphis Mafia said, that Stanley said, the Smiths said the most horrific things. Even D. Stanley said the most disgusting things about Elvis and his mum. Shocking. Shocking. All lies. All lies. The world needs to know the true Elvis. And that is what our job is. And we get this horrific backlash. I have had this horrible backlash since I started this channel 17 months ago. And the shocking thing is, from Elvis fans, from Elvis channels, because they're so used to nothing being changed. They're so used to the world accepting that Elvis has been trashed. They're so used to ignoring the wrongdoing of these books, biographies, documentaries. We know about All the King's Men. We know about the E! True Hollywood documentary that really upset Lisa Marie. Everyone is used to how things have been for the last 50 years. Suddenly Louis comes along, Donna Presley comes along, the Defending Elvis movement, Team Elvis comes along, and we are shaking up the world. We're trying to shake the truth out. We're trying to show the world the true Elvis. The true Elvis, not all this smut. Only recently, I've had to complain and do a copyright strike against a channel that spent 3 hours trashing Donna Presley, who is a genuine blood first cousin. And that is an Elvis channel. Absolutely disgusting. Then I watch Elvis fans who are full of hate and bitterness, who try to stop Elvis being defended, who say that Elvis doesn't need defending. I've even heard Elvis's cousin Danny Smith say Elvis doesn't need defending. I've even heard Billy Stanley say Elvis doesn't need defending. It's shocking. Shocking. And all we try and do is clear his name, put things right for Elvis. Epic's going to help do that, thank God. So guys, I think I've made my point. The imagine if did happen. All of these horrible scenarios, worst case scenarios, happened to Elvis. All of Elvis's worst nightmares came true. Every scenario and possibility of different people that Elvis knew and was related to and spent time with came true. They all did it. All of them. Even people that Elvis trusted and deeply loved. They all double-crossed him for money. Trash. Our job is to try and put that right. Try and show the world the true Elvis. Donna Presley's job. Team Elvis. Elvis defenders around the world. We stand together, united, to stand up for Elvis and show the world the true Elvis. And we're proud to do it. Anyone that tries to stop us will be exposed. There is too many Elvis fans out there full of hate. Full of hate. And they are kissing the arse of the wrong people. You have Elvis fans kissing the arse of the very people that double-crossed and trashed Elvis, that stabbed Elvis in the back. Too much of it. And they are attacking Donna Presley, who runs a Defending Elvis channel called Donna Presley Official. She stands up against all these people and exposes them. And the amount of hate Donna is getting from Elvis fans, Elvis channels, is disgusting. What is she doing wrong? What is Elvis's real first cousin doing wrong? Nothing. She's defending Elvis, her family, the Presleys. What is Louis, the Elvis defender, the frontman of the Defending Elvis channel, doing wrong? Nothing. I stand up for Elvis, and now stand up for Donna. And I also stand up for our right to be defenders. Okay, guys, I'm going to post this live. I'm going to join you. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okay, guys. Elvis, we are there for you. We are there for you. Love you guys. Team Elvis, you rock.